Alright, so in this video I want to talk about one of the most powerful things in the human brain that you can utilize in order to make your sale. And what I'm talking about here is the belief systems of human. And if you can change people's beliefs and make them come over to yours, you've already made the sale and made them feel like it was their own idea in the first place. And to get this straight, I want to show you this analogy. So I want you to imagine that there are several humans standing around an elephant and they are blindfolded. And then the one who are leading the experiment, they are leading their hand. So one might touch the tail and it's a snake. They are damn sure that that's a snake. Again, they're blindfolded, so they can't see anything. It's just their imagination that's going through their head. And then another one touches the back leg and says, it's a tree. Like they are so convinced that it's a tree. And then the last one touches the ear and might say it's a fan. But none of them are correct. Like it's still the elephant. That's the reality. It's the elephant, but because they're blindfolded, their belief systems, they are just so convinced that their belief systems is right, even though it's an elephant. And this is just so wild that because we believe in something, like we truly believe through our core and can change the whole perception of the world. And that's basically how we sell. Like you've probably heard the saying about you lead with emotion and justify. Like people buy with emotion and then they justify with logic. And that's the same thing. Like people have, like if you take reality, like that's the ground zero, then they have then they get experiences, like a thing that gave them an experience. Then they create an assumption about that experience, and that assumption leads into a conclusion. And from then on, that conclusion just hardens in the belief, like this is the way that the world looks. But it's like they're standing on this pyramid, like they're up here and believing that this is the reality, that is true in life. But actually, reality is down here. So there is a difference. So when you can meet their reality and meet them where they are and start engaging with their emotions, really getting them attached, and then proving with logic that the belief that they are standing on here is not the reality, and then you prove to them with logic and really get them hooked with emotion, showing them your way of thinking to their reality. And that's when you just start to plant the seeds, and the sale just becomes the next obvious thing because they feel like that it was their idea in the first place. And this is so wild, like that our belief systems work like that. Like we will question every other belief that is not the one that we believe in the strongest. So like every time people come up with a new idea or something like that, with a new belief that isn't ours, like we will reject it because that is not reality. And that is because we have the belief that we have is so strong that we don't even question it. But it is our job as marketers to come in, anchor them with emotions through stories, through like twisting the emotional knife and talking into people's feelings, like not the thing, but the feeling that's creating when they're experiencing the thing, and then showing to them with logic, when we have hooked them, that their way of thinking isn't that, like, isn't what is serving them, and that's when we will try to change the belief into what is good for them in order to make the sale. And this is just so fascinating that our minds works like that. And another thing, like around belief systems, like beliefs can do such crazy things that like we can't even fathom. That when you go to a doctor, like this thing called placebo effect. And this is basically the doctor saying to you, if you have a illness or something like that, you have something you need to cure, and the doctor gives you a prescription for a pill, you think it's like this hardcore medicine, but actually it's just vitamins. But because your brain believes so much in the vitamins or in the prescription that this will cure me, and it's only vitamins, the body will start to believe in it. Like your beliefs in your mind and subconscious is so strong that your body starts to follow. So even though you're eating vitamins, like they will still cure you because your belief system is so strong that it will dictate everything that you do. Even like my beliefs, they dictate whatever I do consciously, but it will also dictate your body, like how it's feeling, how like the frequency it's on. So if I start to believe that like I'm this bad person, I can't do anything, and I just am a piece of shit, like my body will start to feel like it, and what I think of is what I think of, and this will just start a negative feedback loop. But it can go the other way around as well. So when I start to say to myself, I am these good things, and I start getting proof of these good things, like it's just a upgoing spiral, and my body will start to feel the thing. Like I will feel like I'm on a higher frequency, and I will pursue all these good things because this is like the belief system is so powerful that it dictates everything your mind do and your body do. And this is so fascinating. So these are really some cool things that you need to implement in order to sell. Really remember that we want to meet people where they are in order to change their beliefs to a belief that's serving them. And the way we do that is to anchor with emotion, telling stories, and talking into people's feelings and problems and desires. And then we start to justify it with logic, showing testimonials, showing proof and demonstrations and presentations of things that starts to give people these aha moments of, oh, maybe my belief is wrong. And then they start to, like the belief, we are like almost tearing the chunk, the belief, that the pyramid that they're standing on, we are almost tearing it away and building up a new one that they can stand on and think, whoa, I can actually do this now. Like, this might actually work for me. And when you constantly think of this, whenever you're creating your message, you're writing copy, you are selling, even one-to-one or one-to-many, that is when the sale becomes so easy. And this was a bit of two sides of how to use beliefs, like the placebo effect and how to use it in selling. I've thought of it in a long time to create a video about this, and finally here it is. I hope you guys find it useful. So take care, peace, bye.